stable coins going mainstream? Is this exactly what crypto needed for us to reach the next level? When we are looking at this, we're like, okay, we got that clear. We already got the other laws, the Genius Act. They're working on the Clarity Act to make everything fully clear. Once we get the rest of that, we own and popping, I believe.
Not just like Mastercard this week get into stables. You also saw last year Stripe acquired another of our portfolio companies, Bridge, for $1 billion. Right. And I think it's easy to see why this space is $12.5 trillion of volume already. And we believe that this will only increase in an age of AI.
Well said, Katie. Well said. So basically, she's like, listen, she has a $2.5 billion investment fund, right? They are investing into crypto companies. They're investing into private companies, startups. Mastercard, who's a giant company of payment processing with the credit cards, right? They're comparable to Visa and Amex and stuff like that, American Express. But what Mastercard is really saying, y'all, is we want in this space. We want to own a part of this industry and then integrate stablecoins directly into what Mastercard is doing. I think that is bullish, y'all. That is freaking bullish. Where is my horn at? But that's definitely bullish, y'all. A little drum roll for y'all. Okay. That's bullish. So I like that. So what she's saying is like, hey, and then another company that they have in their portfolio has been acquired by Stripe, another giant payment processing company that is similar to PayPal and Square and whatnot. So that is a bullish, undertaking by Mastercard. Now, if we dive in deeper here, we go. Mastercard has more to say. So this is what they say. A week ago, we introduced the Mastercard Crypto Partner Program with 85 plus partners. Today, we're at over 100 and counting. And so when you want to dive deeper in, they like, okay, check this out. So we're going to check it out. Built for innovators, designed for collaboration, a shared framework for collaboration to align innovation, accelerate growth, and shape the next phase of on-chain money movement. Mastercard, eventually, even if you hold the stock, the MA ticker symbol, that might be a crypto play now. You got Coinbase, you got Circle, you got, mining companies like Riot. You got a whole bunch of different ways to invest in the stock market, ETFs and whatnot, IBIT, to get exposure to crypto. Mastercard might be the next step. So they say how we help crypto builders move faster. So you accelerate from idea to execution. Work with Mastercard teams and ecosystem partners to turn technical capabilities into scalable, compliant use cases that can integrate seamlessly into global commerce. Okay. Why is that important? Is because obviously Mastercard is global. They're plugged in. We're getting the regulation and laws in place. Most of them are there, and they're ready to execute. Build with us, scale through us. They definitely have the scale. Translate innovation into commercial momentum. Reach beyond crypto native audiences. And I think this is the key. Increase trust, visibility, and scale by connecting your solutions to Mastercard's global network of partners. And I'm not quite sure which one is bigger, Visa or Mastercard, but I do know this. They're both tapping into crypto. And I'm seeing a change where crypto is essentially going to get absorbed by AI and traditional finance. Can we benefit? I do think so. Partnering with Mastercard. So they have stablecoin issuers. These are partners. Stablecoin issuers and infrastructure providers. These are the people like Circle. On and off ramp providers. Crypto card enablers. Blockchains. We're investing as crypto holders. You're holding blockchain companies. Blockchain service providers. So this is what they're doing over here, y'all. If we're talking about what Mastercard is doing, right? They're obviously partnering with Circle. Circle issues USDC, 12 trillion in volume for stable coins. they're projecting more trillions to come. Stablecoins, agentic finance, it's all wrapped up in this. So if you need USDC on these chains, we got Algorand, Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Base, Cello, Codex, Edge, Ethereum, Hedera, Hyper, EVM, Inc., Lena, Monad, Morph, Near, Noble, I like Noble, Optimism, Mainnet, Plum, Polkadot, Polygon, Psy, Solana, Stellar, Sonic, Starknet, Sui, Unichain, WorldChain, XDC, XRPL, and ZK Sync. That's the big list that they got right there. That's the big list. So when we're diving in deeper, right? I got a video to play for y'all. Intuit's platforms, QuickBooks, Credit Karma, and TurboTax are unlocking USDC capabilities. We've partnered to bring stablecoin powered settlement into financial workflows. That's interesting. QuickBooks, if you do your own accounting stuff. Credit Karma, I definitely use that one. TurboTax, I used to use TurboTax. So let's see what the co-founder and CEO of Circle has to say on the All In podcast.
Intuit's an amazing company. Obviously, they've been around for a long time. They have franchises that are huge. Credit Karma is a huge franchise, actually, huge. They're growing what they provide to people through that franchise. QuickBooks, obviously, we all know if you run a small business, you use QuickBooks. And actually, QuickBooks, they invoice people through QuickBooks, and it's actually trillions of dollars of transactions a year that are invoiced through QuickBooks. And if you can invoice people and settle in USDC, that's better than ACH, and it's faster. And you can imagine a world where small businesses can gain an advantage from something like that. And
reconciliation.
If you're a TurboTax user and you file your taxes and you get a refund, imagine being able to get your refund instantly. So I think there's a lot of cool stuff. Intuit's a very innovative company. It's a tech company, that is in these financial technology adjacencies. And so we're super excited about the collaboration that we have.
So Credit Karma, TurboTax, QuickBooks, they're all under the same umbrella of Intuit, right? And they're integrating stablecoins into their system. So as this regulation gets more clear, we're going to be seeing options. Like when you walk to the store, it's going to be like, do you want to pay with the stablecoins? Eventually, I'm thinking that Apple Pay will integrate stablecoins. The US dollar is changing, y'all. It is changing. Here's the next post. Circle Current, banking on stablecoins. We brought senior banking leaders together in New York City to discuss what's actually changing inside financial institutions. What stood out most? For banks, stablecoins are not a technology experiment. You get regulation is shaping, not slowing, adoption, facts. Always on settlement is moving closer to legacy infrastructure. You have tokenized money and shifting from pilots to production planning. Stablecoins are being embraced as real payment rails. What stood out most for banks? Stablecoins are not a technology experiment. They're an infrastructure and competitive positioning decision. The new internet financial system is being built in real time. Before I play this, if you really think about it, you got companies that are, like Klarna, buy now, pay later. You have companies, I can't remember the names, but where you can get early access to your paycheck and whatnot. Eventually, stablecoin companies are going to offer you stuff like that. I can see it, and you get the money instantly. And then banks will eventually integrate crypto wallets directly into your bank account. Let's get to it.
There's no greater catalyst for human progress than technology. Stablecoin has the power to create a better, cheaper, faster payment system, shaping the financial landscape of the world.
Circle Current was designed to focus on the topics that are happening today as the world moves toward an on-chain finance economy.
Where are we in terms of this connecting to the global financial system? We are farther than we've ever been.
What we view as mission critical for the next wave of blockchain innovation is fully fledged, full-featured economic operating systems, just like Android and iOS.
If we think about like the future of infrastructure, it's really about the interoperability between traditional and digital to really transform how markets function.
We are very fast moving into an AI-powered economic system. You need to future-proof your institutions for this digital economic future. From our perspective, there's a tremendous opportunity for collaboration. I certainly look forward to the opportunity to build together with all of you.
This is really a starting point for us. We're going to have more of these discussions. And most importantly, I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you.
That is self-explanatory, and that's what they're throwing down.
Passive income. Gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.